What's up, everyone? It is Monday morning and it is time for News in Motion. I am your host, Gail Dudley. I just want to say thank you, everyone who's tuning in, whether you are tuning in by audio or podcast platform or Twitter or LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. Good morning to all of you. I see you, Adrian Gladish, coming in from YouTube. What's up, Marion Jackson, Deborah Johnson, Jeffrey Allen James, Deborah Sneed, Yvonne, Rosanna, Camille, Lori. I see more of you coming in here. I just want to say good morning to all of you. I try to grab as many of you as I possibly can as the names are flying in. It's just a great morning. I see you, Dr. Antoinette. I see you, Shardini. I see all of you coming in here. So I just really want to say good morning to you. If you're tuning in later, watching a replay, it could be afternoon or evening. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to spend a little bit of time within your day. So good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time zone you're in, or whenever you are watching or listening. I also see you, Shirley Nicholson. Y'all, this is going to be a fun, relaxed week. We're going to get some news in there. We're going to have some fun. We're just going to be exciting this week. As breaking news come in, we'll share breaking news as well. I see you, Pastor Alex. I see my brother Louis, probably the third, rolling up in here. Good morning again to all of you, or afternoon or evening, depending upon what time you are watching. Y'all, today is Monday, November the 14th. Y'all, we are really close to Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. And I just want to say to all of you, did you ever think this was going to roll in this fast, this quickly? I see you, Fred Jones. Y'all, the Jones family had a serious weekend. I saw them popping up everywhere. Pittsburgh at the game, in New Philadelphia, at Wakanda Forever. They were all over the place. I love it. It was a family affair. And I just was watching, just thanking God for all that you all are doing, and the men and the father-son relationships that were happening there as well. I see you, Tracy Newmy. What's up, Latrice Jones? I was just talking about you and Fran and your family. So y'all, it is Monday, November the 14th, 2022, and it's time for some headline news right here on News in Motion. I am your host, Gail Dudley. I haven't said that in a long time, but I just want all the new people who are tuning in, I want to say what's up to all of you. All right, y'all, let me give you real quick a schedule that's going to happen this week. We'll be here Monday through Thursday as our normal schedule. We're going to have some fun. So you're going to get headline news mixed with some fun. I know Isaiah brought you an appetizer of Thanksgiving on Thursday. I'm going to bring you some side dishes today. Each day leading up to Thursday, we're going to bring you a different portion of the meal or some things that you can do as a family friends gathering, how to reach out and make sure other people are also being fed during that time. And then next week, the week of Thanksgiving, we're going to go on a much needed break after going hard since September the 7th, bringing you all the election information. And then we will return on Monday, November the 28th. So that's what the schedule looks like. That's what's happening. Y'all, we got to start here. No, I'm not going to spoil anything. But y'all, shout out to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I saw it twice. Y'all, it's truly a must see. I'm still processing. I know it was just a comic movie, but there were so many key um, um, places there. And I will say their tribute to Chadwick Boseman was phenomenal. I won't no spoiler alerts. Yeah, it made 180 million at the domestic box office per CNBC reporting. Y'all, they say it is the best November opening weekend ever domestic box office. So hello, somebody. Kudos to the designers, the set, the production, the actors, the script writers, you name it, the people who went and got you coffee, the PR people, whatever, the makeup artists, just everyone. Kudos to all of you. That was a phenomenal movie, and I plan on seeing it a third time. Okay. And I saw it the second time in 3D, which was amazing. If you've never seen the movie in 3D, check it out. You know, you got the glasses on and everything, but just to see things coming at you, it was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let me be quiet. But with that, this is something I thought is so key. Good morning, Davia. This is something I thought was so key, and I wanted to say it today, right now, because this isn't going to tell you anything about the movie, but I love this quote in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. How is not as important as why. I mean, that thing, I'm like, how is not as important as why. So there you have it. If you have not seen it, go see it. And I also want to bring out to encourage everyone to also have that much enthusiasm. And I know it's a hard movie to see, but another movie that I would suggest you see is Teal. Whoopi Goldberg did that thing with Teal, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you check that out. Jacqueline, good morning to you. So check that out. All right, y'all. Let me give you this information. Yeah, again, here's opportunities. And I hope if you have young people, college students, high school students who could be a part of this, please, please, please check this out. Jeffrey Allen James said, wait till you see it in the dome with live experiences. And Kim Edmondson, good morning to you. Danielle, good morning, coming in from YouTube. YouTube is picking up. Y'all got y'all's own little posse going on over there on YouTube. All right, y'all, here's an opportunity at the White House. Now that we have these at our fingertips, it's important for me to share these with you. So if you have college students, nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, neighbors, whatever, or even seniors in high school, don't let this slip by. So I'm going to give you some of this information. If you want more information, just email me. You can email me at newsinmotionwithgail@gmail.com, and I will get this to you. Y'all, this is important. Come on, y'all. We don't normally have access to this stuff. I have access to it, and I want to share it with you. Again, my email is newsinmotionwithgail@gmail.com, and I think somebody's going to put that up on the screen as well. All right, y'all. It says for immediate release, 2023-2024 White House Fellowship. Isaiah, can you throw up the banner for the email newsinmotionwithgail@gmail.com? Thank you. Y'all, this application for the 2023-24 White House Fellowship is now open. It opened on November the 1st. They were talking about, let me see, where are we going here? I'm not going to read all this to you. Here's the selection criteria. I'll jump down to that. A record of remarkable early career professional achievement. And again, high school seniors can be a part of this. Evidence of leadership skills and the potential for further growth. A demonstrated commitment to public service. The skills to succeed at the highest levels of federal government and the ability to work effectively as part of a team. Interested individuals, and we will get this, and if somebody can grab it and put it in the chat, that will be great. Interested individuals may apply at www.fellows.whitehouse.gov. Again, that's www.fellows.whitehouse.gov. Y'all, the application is available. It became available on November the 1st, and it will remain open until January the 6th, 2023 at 5 p.m. Any applications received after that deadline will not be accepted. And let me go back and say that's 5 p.m. Eastern time that they need to have them. And now if you want more information, thank you, Marion, for grabbing that. If you want more information, including details about the fellowship, its history, and the selection process, you visit whitehouse.gov/get-involved/fellows. And I will take my time and put that when Kenny is doing his highlight. I will put that in the chat so that you will have it. But y'all, when they're going through this information, they're looking for people of diverse backgrounds. They're wanting to have a greater selection of people of color, disability, sexual orientation, economic status. Y'all, here's an opportunity. I don't know how many of you applied for the Holiday White House. If you did do that, please let me know. But y'all, come on, we gotta respond to some of these things. Here's an opportunity for us to be at the table. So again, this is the 2023-24 White House Fellowship. So there's that. And again, if you didn't catch all of this, if you're on audio or podcast and you're trying to write this down, I want you to, if you have any questions, just email us. And that's newsinmotionwithgail@gmail.com. Excuse me. Good morning, Hester. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Antoinette. All right, y'all. Last week, y'all, first of all, I lied. I said I wasn't going to talk about voting anymore. So I'm not necessarily talking about voting until January, but I got to give y'all this information. This is news. And I don't know why I told y'all in the first place. I see you, Mike Nicholson. What? You actually have a name today on the thing. Mike Nicholson. Good morning to you. All right, y'all. Last week, we learned that Senator Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker and Georgia will go to a runoff. Now, y'all, if Warnock wins, the Democrats will now have 51 seats, Senate seats. They don't have to worry about the tiebreaker with the vice president coming in for any ties. And y'all, it's really giving them some breathing room. But we also need to remember Manchin and Sinema. But I believe there was a clear message sent during the midterm elections that people are tired of this okey doke. They're just tired of it. Yeah, Mike Nicholson, you didn't come up as Facebook user to me today. Y'all, on Friday, Mark Kelly, Democrat, pulled out a win in Arizona. And then we got the news that Senator Catherine Cortez Masto's victory in Nevada won the Democrats the 50th seat, exactly what they needed to keep the Senate. The House is still up for grabs, but there's a new analysis that's coming out here with that. Good morning, Tony Smith. Tony Morrison Smith, excuse me. The GOP is struggling to pull together that slim majority there. But y'all, California mail-in ballots are sending another message. It could give the Democrats a narrow path to a majority. The number is 218. That's the number that's needed to control the House. Remember, there are 435 seats in the House, and 218 are needed to take control. The Republicans will more than likely take control. Again, y'all push back on me. That's good. That gives some balance in there, because the House and the Senate and the White House administration. So that gives them balance. But it's also, I'll say this again, like I said last week, we're in control, the constituents, because they now have to pass some legislation. They cannot stay gridlocked for 2 years. They may try, but the message that was sent on this midterm is that we're tired of the okie doke. We want you all to go to work. We're tired of all this back and forth and everything else that's going on. I see you, Judy Neal. Good morning, Doris Miller. I miss you all too. Good morning. Good morning, Donita. Good morning to you as well. So y'all, that's what's happening. So y'all, the election deniers, this is good news, who ran for Secretary of State's offices all around the U.S. were rejected by voters. And here's the truth. President Joe Biden went out stumping for those who allowed him to come into their state. And that's how it happens. That's how it works. It's a behind the scene that's happening as well. And he was running everyone on democracy, and people pushed back on him, saying, that's not where you need to go. You need to stick with Roe v. Wade. You need to stick with inflation and the economy. He said, no, I'm running on the election deniers, and I'm running these races on democracy. Democracy won. Here's my analysis, if you did not see it on my Facebook page over the weekend. Y'all, with the Democrats holding the Senate and the GOP probably taking over the House, we the people are in control. Now, and I'll say it again, this is a great picture. This is a great picture. But we have to hold them. We the people have to hold them accountable. And we the people, this is how we make us matter. So here's 7 things that I want to share with you. 1, attend town hall meetings. Y'all, that's crucial. That is important. And with this happening right now, this is where we are. We have to hold them accountable, which means we have to show up and vote. Yes, 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 Mike Nicholson, the young, educated people voted, and they're coming out more and more. We have the first Gen Z, Maxwell Frost, who will be in that seat. And so you'll begin to see things turn over. You'll begin to see them turn over. So attending town hall meetings is key. Call and write your lawmakers. That is extremely important. Just let them know, congratulate them, whatever, and say, here are some things that my community is currently dealing with. Here are some things that I'm seeing within the local community. You also want to write your local government as well. You don't bypass them, go to the federal. You work with everyone. Number 3, start today. This is my where I lied last week, but I'm gonna just say it today. I think start today registering people to vote. I know y'all didn't want to hear that, but I'm telling y'all anyway. Y'all don't wait till 2024 because more rules, more laws are going to change. Although the governor's races were outstanding. Um, Download the Ballotpedia app today. Just have it downloaded. Attend your local council meetings every now and then. I'm not saying every week or every month. Roll up in there, take a seat, take some notes. You don't have to speak. Just listen to what's being shared. Get involved in your local school district, even if your children are grown. Find out what's happening in your local school district. And then number seven, stay informed. That's how we do this. Now, with that, and I said this on my Facebook post, now, if this Supreme Court of the United States will return to minding their business, we can get some stuff done. Now, also, it's already out here all over the news network and media. Yes, at some point he had to turn 80. So President Joe Biden is turning 80 years old on next week. So here's my question: should he run again? I just want y'all to fill up the chat. Those of you listening by audio or podcast, write in. Let us know your thoughts. Should he run again? Should he announce that he's running in 2024? Now, here's my other question: should age matter? Should age matter? And don't forget, we are all edging closer and closer to an age where our age is being canceled. So should age be a factor? I want y'all's honest thoughts in there. Mike Nicholson saying, you're saying no, he shouldn't run again. Don't just say yes or no. Say why. Give me why. Marion Jackson saying absolutely. So we need to know what's happening here. And then here's the other thing. Do the Democrats have anyone they could put up? Let's be honest. Do they have anyone? He Joe Biden played chess for the midterm elections. There was no red wave. None, none. The Democrats pulled out control of the Senate. That's unheard of in a midterm election. Kim Edmonds says, no, Joe, it's time to step down. Tell me why, Kim. Tell me why. Tell me why. Jacqueline said, if he's healthy and able, he can run again. Okay, but young and I'm playing, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not saying vote that he should or he shouldn't. I'm doing this on purpose. These are the questions. This is how I was wrestling with myself. This is how I do my research, y'all. But Jacqueline, here's my question. We can all be healthy today, and tomorrow, all of us, something can happen. Let's go back to John Fetterman. He was great. He suffered a stroke. He came back from a stroke and he won. Hester says, yes, he should, as long as his mind and health is good. We see a lot of that. Deborah saying Joe is in good shape. He should run again. Yeah, Vaughn is saying we really need younger politicians and leadership. Pelosi, Biden's, and others should be mentoring younger to take over. I agree with that. Jeffrey says, absolutely not. Running a country like the USA is an awful lot of pressure, especially for an 80-year-old. Mike Nicholson, he shouldn't run again because of health concerns. Who else? Latrice says, age definitely matters, and Joe should not run again. But who can bring up the rear? Great question. And these are the things we need to be asking and wrestling with now to see where we're going to go. Who has the know-how? Come on, you already have talks of Kanye West, whatever you want to call him, talking about he's going to run. Should he run? Elon Musk. I don't think Elon can run, but he's talking about some stuff and putting some people up there. The billionaires are talking about strategizing, putting people up there. Kim Edmonds says young voters need someone they can relate to, but can they do the job? And when I say do the job, do they know foreign policy? Do they know economics? Do they know justice? Are they attorneys? Where are we going and what are we losing here? Deborah says age shouldn't matter. If you are competent to do the job, we need a valuable candidate who can run and win. Yep. Tracy Nimi says, I definitely agree. Mike Nicholson is saying voters are getting younger. I agree with that. Dr. Antoinette says, Joe understands the game and plays chess well. Yep. Someone says, I guess that's Mike saying Kanye know better than to run. Okay. Lori Wallace saying the question is, does he really want to be president again or just want to run because many people expect it? That's a great question. Good morning, Elizabeth. So, y'all, we can go on and on. Yvonne says they can be taught, teach them. I agree with that as well. So, y'all, a lot to just think about and a lot for us to pray about as well. But thank y'all for participating in that. There's a lot that remains to be, to see what's out here. So even with that, in other U.S. news, we have Representative Kevin McCarthy, who has announced his bid for House Speaker. He's looking at them possibly will win, clinch that. So he's talking about running. Remember now, they can still impeach. The House can still impeach as they're threatening to do, but I'm not sure they're going to follow through with that because the voters said we're done with all of this stuff. Get to work that matters. So we don't know what's going to happen there. Jeffrey Allen James said, "Bring back Obama." Yeah, right. Okay. Um, Deborah says, "Where are the folks who groomed Obama? We need them to groom a young person with the skills and character to work with both sides of the aisle." Now, Deborah, there's been a lot of discussion about that. And some people said it was the Clintons who groomed him and gave him that opportunity at the DNC. But then, of course, we saw how that all came out later when he ended up running against Hillary Clinton and pulled out and won the presidency. So some people are saying they're keeping things close to their chest, which is also very interesting. Donita said, "Not sure Democrats have a viable candidate to put forth." There's that. Also in the news, more older Americans become homeless as inflation rises and housing costs spike. The housing affordability crisis, driven in part by COVID-19 pandemic is a part of the problem. And that's coming from NPR News. Also from NPR News, y'all, there's been a recall on deli meat and deli cheeses, which have been linked to listeria outbreak in 6 states. I think I have the states: New York, Maryland, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Illinois, and California. So just be mindful of that when you are buying deli meat. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. Then also from NPR, rising prices are on the menu for Thanksgiving, with inflation currently at 7.7%. Now, I also need to talk to you all before I bring Kenny in what's happening across the pond. Across the pond. Y'all, things appear to be rough for King Charles. The Crown is now live on Netflix. I haven't seen it, so no spoilers, please. And King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla were faced with eggs being thrown their way as they were shaking hands. This is all on video. If you haven't seen it, just Google it. It's all on video. On video, you can see eggs being thrown towards them and people are trying to block them. You can hear people shouting, "Get this." And this quote, I said, what? I had to keep listening to make sure I heard it correctly. It said, "See, when the message you are sending to people through the press that they should boo certain members of your family, it's open season for you too." I said, whoa. So the people, they're saying that there's some uprising that's happening and they want King Charles not to get through his time and that it should go to someone else. So this is going to be very interesting. Yeah, Lord, yeah, Ladybug talking about Gail run for president. I don't think so. All right, y'all. Let me give you one more bit of news. I'm gonna bring in Kenny, then we're gonna come back with, again, Isaiah started off with the appetizers on last Thursday. All this week, since we're having some fun too, we're gonna keep adding to the Thanksgiving menu. So Mike Nicholson, get ready. I think this is gonna be a good one for you, Mike Nicholson. And then we'll have the inspirational message. But before I bring in Kenny Stanley, well, what do you know? Yeah, Elon Musk sends an email to his employees of Twitter sharing that the times ahead will be difficult. He says, and I quote, "Without significant subscription revenue, there is a chance Twitter will not survive the upcoming economic downturn." He also ended immediately remote work. Now, some people are saying, and this is opinions, not fact, but some people are saying that Elon Musk is there to kill it to try to get his money back. Some people are saying there's a loophole somewhere in his contract that may happen. I don't know. I haven't read it, so I can't say that, but I just want to share that with you. But it's interesting that he's looking to see if you spend $44 billion on something, wouldn't you want to see it survive? So there's that. And then more news for Elon Musk. Court begins today for him. CNN is reporting he will spend this week in court to defend his massive compensation package out of Tesla that helped make him the world's richest man. The week-long trial in Delaware court will examine the 2018 compensation package that the automaker board of directors created for Elon Musk. The automaker said at the time it could be worth nearly 56 billion, making it the largest compensation package for anyone here on this earth from a publicly traded company. And the net value today is 50.9 billion, but yet his package was 56 billion. Not all liquid cash, but just putting that out there. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Donita said Elon Musk will bankrupt Twitter. Something's going on there. And then Marion Jackson says Twitter is facing lawsuits due to the mass layoffs. There's something going on. All right, Kenny Stanley, come on in here. Come on in here. We're not going to do the video today, but just come on in here. Where are you? Good morning. I see you're at the barbershop today.
Yeah, I had to come into the barbershop. They messed up my internet at the house. So here I am.
Well, there you are. But before you get anywhere in here, let me say this. I gotta say this. What is happening? And I'm singing, I don't know if we're frozen or what, but what is happening with the Buckeyes and that snow? Did the snow help them get over the hump or what? Because they were playing.
No, they came out and played football this week. That's what they did. They came out and played.
I was excited the entire game.
Yeah, they came out and played football this week, but I expected that against Indiana. I don't expect nothing less against Indiana. I mean, yes, Indiana's in the Big Ten, and anything can happen when you get in between those lines. But athletes make the difference, and Ohio State has the better athletes, so that's what happened.
Well, that's what happened. It was good. Yes, Elizabethtown's OHIO. That's for sure. All right, Kenny, take it away, and then I'll be back, y'all. Let's get ready for some side dishes for Thanksgiving. Go ahead, Kenny, take it away.
All right. Good morning, NewsInMotion family. Welcome to Game Over with me, Kenny Stanley. Here we go with the sports wrap-up for the weekend. And first, I want to give a shout-out to the Columbus East High School Tigers. They had a great season. They finished at 10-2. I want to give it up to Coach Mike Bell for leading these young men to where he led them to. They fell Saturday night to Steubenville Big Red. Congratulations, Fred Jones. But they fell to Big Red Saturday night, 41-22. But they made it to the third round and in the region, and it was the regional semifinal. So they almost got it there. But I'm looking forward to another great season next year with these East High School Tigers. Eyes haven't seen what these guys are going to do, nor have ears heard. So we're going to just give it up for East High School, and way to go. Go Tigers. In the NFL yesterday, the Steelers got back on the winning track as they beat the Saints 20-10. I know Isaiah was going crazy at the game. He made it there to the field to watch the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Fred Jones was happy also. The whole Jones family was happy about the Pittsburgh Steelers getting back on the winning track. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Rams 27-17. The Giants beat the Texans 24-16. The Colts beat the Raiders 25-20. The Dolphins crushed the Browns 39-17. The Chiefs beat the Jaguars 27-17. The Lions over the Bears by 1 point, 31-30. But let me say this: Justin Fields is turning out to be exactly what everybody was hoping that he would be. He looked like he can play in this league. He threw for 2 touchdowns yesterday, and he also ran for 2 touchdowns yesterday. This makes 2 games in a row where he's had over 300 yards by himself in a game. So way to go, Justin Fields. Keep up the good work. The Bills lost to the Vikings in a thrilling overtime game yesterday, 33-30. Last week, I know y'all heard me say it on Thursday. I was praying that this wasn't the game that Aaron Rodgers woke up and found out that he was still the Aaron Rodgers who was a 2-time MVP of the NFL. He led the Packers over my Cowboys 31-28 in overtime. Aaron Rodgers, you get on my nerves. I swear you do. But anyway, it was a good game last night. I don't know what's going on with Dallas's coaching. They keep trying to push their offensive coordinator as a great offensive coordinator, but the plays he calls sometimes he gets it makes me wonder. But anyway, in college football, the AP polls look the same as it did last week, with the top 5 remaining like it was remaining the same. It goes number 1 Georgia, number 2 OSU, number 3 Michigan, number 4 TCU, and number 5 Tennessee. And the bottom 5 goes as follows: 6 through 10. It goes LSU, USC, Alabama, Clemson, and Utah. In the NBA last night, the Thunder beat the Knicks 145-35. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 129-124. The Washington Wizards over the Memphis Grizzlies 102-92. My 76ers beat the Utah Jazz 105-98. Joel Embiid has for the past 2 nights, last night and Saturday night, he's put on a show. He's scoring a total of 101 points. He had 59 last night, and he had 42 the night before. Joel Embiid, he's back. So, hey, that's 2 games in a row for my 76ers. Way to play Joel Embiid. And then we got the Denver Nuggets over the Bulls in a landslide, 126-103. The Kings topped the Warriors 122-115. And the Lakers got their 3rd victory last night as they beat the Brooklyn Nets 116-103. And I said it before, Russell Westbrook looks good leading that second squad coming off the bench. Hey, I think he done found his niche. So way to go, Lakers. Way to play the game. That's sports. Back to Gail for more news. I see everybody on Thursday.
What's up? That's all great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday as well. So thank you for that wrap up, Kenny. Thank you for jumping in your car, driving to where you had internet. So I appreciate that as well.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Mike Nicholson said,
I see everybody Thursday.
Yeah, Mike Nicholson said, man, the Brooklyn Nets made me sick. Thanks,
all right.
Kenny. I appreciate it.
All right. See y'all later.
As promised, we're going to do again this week. We're having some fun with news. And so this week we're also, and I saw Dr. Shantae coming here. So I just want to say good morning to you as well, Dr. Shantae Meadows. We're going to have her on the show soon, too. We got to have her on the show soon. Isaiah shared appetizers last Thursday for Thanksgiving, and each day we're going to build on the menu. Today I have soul food side dishes. So this is our fun to the day, and then we have the inspirational message. Y'all, they say StaySnatch.com says that the best soul food Thanksgiving side dishes, Southern style, are the following. Number 1, Southern style soul food baked macaroni and cheese. I think I make the best macaroni and cheese out there. I haven't had theirs, and all of their recipes can be found on StaySnatched.com. StaySnatched.com. Mike said he doesn't have confidence in Gail Dudley soul food side dishes. Whatever. So y'all, that's soul food baked macaroni and cheese. There's that one. All right, y'all. The next one is Southern style soul food green beans. You know, you got to put the bacon and all that in it, the onions to make that really come out. That's good. And y'all know Black folks like to use a lot of lard and butter and all of that. That may not be good for our health, but that's how we like to throw down. So we put all that in there. Then we have this easy Southern cornbread dressing with chicken. Now, some people put the giblets in there as well, but you know, I do, and I'm gonna just tell you, my dressing, my dad calls me for my dressing, like even when it's not Thanksgiving. And I cheat, I do the cubes, I throw it in there, I ain't breaking up bread, I ain't doing all that. Then I put celery in there. Then I put some thyme in there, some sage in there, some poetry season in there. I do cornbread, break that up, put it in there. And I just waited for all of it. I put a little bit of butter in there. Y'all, it is amazing. My dressing is the bomb. Dr. Internet said, you need 7 years of reference to cook for Thanksgiving and Christmas. There you go. You need something there. And then, y'all, we had the Southern candied sweet potatoes. baked in the oven. And in this recipe, and you'll see it when you go to staysnatch.com, they got butter, sugar, brown sugar, marshmallows. They have it all in there, y'all. This is Southern style. Then you have the Southern style collard greens. People still cook them on the stove, but some people want to do it in the Ninja pressure cooker. I don't know if that's it. But you put bacon, you put the turkey leg in there. You do all kinds of stuff for these southern collard greens. I'm ready to go. I have my time that they arrive at Myers in Columbus, Ohio. I go. People normally line up. You go there, get them fresh, and you got to wash them, clean them, scrub them. Mm, that just starts the aroma in the house is absolutely amazing. Um, Elizabeth said, please don't let your little friend bring a side dish. Tell him just to come. So then we have mashed potatoes. Oh, let me go back to the collard greens. You can also use mustard or turnip greens. Those aren't my fave, but some people do that. Some people do a mixture of all three. You do what you want to, but I got to do mine right. Yes, Jacqueline, smoked turkey wings or the legs in there. Let it simmer. Put some bouillon in there. Oh, that's just good. Then you have um not the candied sweet potatoes, but then you have the mashed potatoes with brown sugar and whipped with cinnamon, butter, and nutmeg. Amazing. Come on, y'all. It's one time a year. Might as well go all in for that one time a year. Shirley said salt pork, smoked neck bones or smoked pigtails, and ham hocks for them collars. She would know, y'all. She would know. So y'all follow that. Then we have the Southern cream corn is made from scratch using fresh or frozen corn. And then you also can fry the corn and put some red and green and yellow sweet peppers in there. You put some of that who's the guy that used to go bam, whoever his name is. He has a seasoning that is to die for. Amazing. I'll get the picture and put it in here. Emerald. He has a seasoning that is to die for. Absolutely. Bam. And even if you did the fried corn, you put a little bit of whipping cream in there. Oh man, we talking good right now. We talking good. I see y'all are all in here throwing in this stuff. Y'all already, aren't you? You are already. Dr. Antoinette said corn pudding. Then you have the Southern cooked cabbage recipe, and it's made on the stove using butter, bacon, sausage, and garlic. Or you can fry the cabbage using bacon and onions. Y'all, we just straight up real today. Y'all, that's how you do it. That's how you throw down on Thanksgiving. We also have the cranberry sauce. Now, y'all could do it jelly. Y'all can use the whole whatever. Just go to the store, get a can, call it a day. I don't know what it is, but I can eat that stuff out the can just for Thanksgiving. I can just pop open the can and put a spoon in there and just eat from it. Something about that stuff is just I grew up on, so maybe that's a different. Hester's saying she's hungry now. Where's Mike Nicholson? He says, "Oh, I knew you were going to disappoint me. I haven't disappointed you yet. You know this list is the bomb." Lori says, "I'm allergic to this list." Yep, because you that plant-based vegetarian. I know, but one day, Lori, one day, just one day, one day. Then, y'all, we have the traditional Southern sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. It's always good. And I like the marshmallows to be brown. And I want them to just like when you dig into, when you scoop that out. And listen, y'all, when y'all move that stuff to the dish, don't mess it up. Keep it pretty. Can y'all just keep it pretty so we know? Then, y'all, the cheesy, oh my gosh, y'all, this is amazing. The cheesy scallop potatoes au gratin. Gotta have that. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. That's the traditional Southern sweet potato casserole with marshmallows and the cheesy scallop potatoes au gratin. Then, y'all, you don't want that. You need to do this garlic mashed potatoes with cream cheese and sour cream. Oh, amazing, amazing. And I know some of y'all, we get all kinds of people tuning in to News in Motion. If you're sitting there saying, well, where did this come from? Again, y'all, that's from staysnatch.com. But we can tell you what it's like. And I don't know why Isaiah's coming back in here again. And then we have the green bean casserole with cheese. We have the green bean casserole with cheese as well. So just a lot that's going on there. So that's how we do these meals. That's how they pop up. So this adds to the appetizer that was shared last week, and then we have more tomorrow. So Isaiah, as you did the appetizers, now today we have the side dishes. What you think? What you think?
All of this sounds good, but it also, I just wanted to let y'all know I make a good cranberry sauce. I was taught by my sister to make a good cranberry sauce, but the secret is I add a little queued up pears and a little cinnamon stick for the extra tang.
Listen, Elizabeth said Isaiah wants to talk about these side dishes. He just wanted to bring in and talk about the appetizers. So that's how we feed off of each other. He came in right on cue. Boom. Yep, Latrice said shout out to Misha for her vegan sides this year. So shout it on out. So Misha, you and Lori Wallace should have a conversation because that's how y'all do that. Shirley says I do deep fried and smoked turkey. Um, Elizabeth said, "Come on with the cranberry sauce." Oh man, Marion has jumped over to whiskey cranberries. All right. So, do you soak the cranberries in whiskey, Marion? Tell us about them. So, y'all, that's what's happening. Those are side dishes. Again, we're just bringing you fun. If y'all like the list and like where we're going, throw up some hearts, some thumbs, some something. Elizabeth said, Marion Jackson, now do tell. You gotta tell us how we do this. Jacqueline says, hush now. Y'all are cracking me up. Well, so what we got tomorrow? I think we have meat tomorrow, right, Isaiah?
I think so.
We got
Your
meat
main dishes.
tomorrow. So y'all get ready for that. We're gonna figure out some vegetarian things too. So Misha, if you would just share with Isaiah some of your side, some of your tofu, whatever y'all doing, so we can see if that's gonna work. Now I need the real stuff on Thanksgiving. Give me some ribs too. I need the real stuff. Give me some beef brisket. I need the real
Ooh,
stuff.
I need
See,
to
you
come over to
like
your house for Thanksgiving then.
Mike says, geez, y'all jump straight to the hard liquor. That was Marion talking about whiskey cranberries. All right, y'all. As Isaiah is still on here, we're gonna get out of here. Y'all, the inspirational message, we're gonna feed off of each other because I just want y'all to know I was able because I heard about the fact that he froze. And if y'all paid any attention to Isaiah's piece on Thursday, he froze right when he was talking about the Lord does not give us a spirit of fear. Then it froze. And I thought, whoa. But you could tell that message was going to be on point and fire. And then when he came back in, he did wrap that up. But notice what happened there. So I just want to talk about looking up. Looking up. So Isaiah, I want to start by asking you a question. When you hear looking up as the inspirational message, and you consider what you shared on last Thursday, talk about looking up from your perspective.
Oh man, looking up it can be a lot of things for different people. But what I mostly think of is looking up to the Lord for my help, and not having that spirit of fear, because I know that God is my refuge, and He's also my reassurance in a way. It may not feel like that on most days, because everybody has different ways to deal with what they're going through, whether it's sadness, anger, frustration. But as long as you remember that even though He's not here physically with us, He's here all the time. You have to look to God, go to Him, be true with going to Him, and go to Him to be your refuge, to be your rock that you'll never cry in a hard place. That's one of my favorite hymns of all time. So
Love that. Love that. Thank you for that. And yeah, we should really take the words that Isaiah just shared here and just look up. He's our rock. Even in the most difficult times, just look up. We have to stop hanging our head and take this opportunity to look up. If nothing more, thank God. I saw something, I believe it was on Dr. Annette's wall on yesterday. And she says, if you can't praise God through the storm, you will not have anything to reference after that storm praising God. She said, praise him through the storm. And it was powerful. And I probably messed it up myself because I'm repeating what somebody else said. But it was absolutely amazing. I'll find it and post it in the thread so that you could take a look at it. Especially in this season, I gave a little bit of the news with inflation. Seniors are becoming homeless. They're losing their homes that they've had all their lives, 30, 40, 50 years. Just the menu prices for Thanksgiving, and people are even struggling with pulling it all together this year. And it's like, but even in that, look up. Look up. And I want to go back to something I've said the past 2 years during this time, and that is people remember the conversations they've had with you at the table. So we need to be mindful of the conversations that we're having, because if they're struggling and they've heard you speak negatively about other people who are struggling, they're not going to share with you that they need help. Isaiah, what do you think about that?
That is definitely true. You have the power to speak life and positivity into somebody's life, or to speak negative and death. I know somewhere in the Bible, I'm pretty sure it's in Proverbs, where it says something like your tongue is like a double-sided sword. And that kind of relates to what I just talked about, when the positivity and speaking life, or speaking death and speaking negativity. And also the tone of what you say as well. Your words can change somebody's life for the better or for the worse.
Yeah. So a lot for you all to think about as we go throughout our day. Be sure to share this video with someone. Invite people to come check us out. Let them know we're having a little bit of fun as we prepare. And that's how we're really going to end this year. Again, we'll be taking a break next week. We will return on Monday, November the 28th. The rest of this week, we're going to have fun. When we come back, we're going to still talk about life and family and some financial stuff, some gifts that we should buy. We're calling that segment, You Should Buy This. We're going to have some fun. And then we'll come back in the new year with where we're headed, going up to our 3rd year anniversary. Can y'all believe that? That's a lot. Tomorrow we will have George Saunders on here. And I've been saying Sanders, and I happened to look at his name the other day on the book, and I was like, that's a U. So forgive me for that. We will have him. We'll be interviewing him in his new book. It will be about a 10-minute interview, probably early on, not later, probably early on in the segment tomorrow. So be sure to tune in and check that out as well. Y'all know what I say, everyone. Stay well. And remember, make some bold moves. We're out.
News in motion.